It has been a weird, weird week. So let's throw some dice. Let's spin a tail or two out 12 if we can. We're gonna go ahead and start off like we always do with our roll call. Bella,
Hello.
um, still technically zealous. Technically,
I don't get called this early, but I guess.
it goes from I got my little blockage order thing.
All right, well,
I
I'm
did it
here.
last week. This is exactly the order I did last week. Joe,
Yep.
Ideal,
Hello.
Nami,
Yep, yep.
Union.
I'm Union.
Okay. So, where we last left off on our adventures here in the world of Ilhern, the party has made their way out from Insland, not on any official guild business, but following up an address left to Union from an individual he had intended to have meeting with, um, tied back to a certain organization that he was less than happy to see still kicking about in theory. Um, but as well with a job pulled off of a sort of the rumor board, the not really sure if this is going to pay board, but rumors of an undead presence found near Groffen. Um, between that and the sudden desperate need for Nami to be very far away from Insland for a indeterminate amount of time, but no shorter than 1 month and 7 days.
6.
Well, you have to survive that. So 7?
They didn't say survive. It was don't be captured.
I know what I said.
I know what I said.
we have never we've never gotten to the details of what's been said before or anything.
Oh no, those words just now were chosen appropriately. Has tagged along with the party, circumnavigating around the lake as opposed to hiring any sort of ferry service, with their menagerie in tow. Found their now newfound companion Enigma under the direct ownership of our adventurous paladin Union, had been slinking off into the foothills to gather up and handle a variety of possible ambushers, bandits, and the like. Um, to the best of the party's knowledge, what they would have been. Um, and after the second night of camping, managed to join some Trivolities with a traveling caravan that introduced themselves as the family. Joe, remind me, I need to get with you because you had a fairly deep conversation with the lady.
I did?
Yes, you did. An evening of song and dance for Bella and Union. An evening of cards for Nami and Ideal. An evening of discussion with a wizened crone for Joe, and a evening of unfortunate misfortune for Zealous. Zealous, upset that he had missed out on not one but two fights in his choice to sort of skirt the edge, stomped off in a bit of a huff, and had come across some ne'er do wells who, thanks to the sheer numbers of them, were able to put him down. But unbeknownst to the party, other than the wounding left upon him, the body was dragged and delivered by Enigma at the foot of Ideal the following morning, with no other clues as to the perpetrator's whereabouts or identities. The day was one of mourning, a quick but a thorough ceremony put on by Union to try and allow the tempered rage of a soul that was zealous to try and find some means to pass on. The items were gathered. The party has made their way, traversing now, getting where we left off, the just out of the edge of the hilly terrain, and there you can see on the horizon. I believe it was evening that you were arriving. No, because y'all had camped one more day, so it'd still be about midday. Squirtin, I think I sent you your rolls. I had rolled for you. So you should be fine, but just know you're on. This would be going on day 4.
Oh, okay. I'll make a note. I
Um,
think I.
as the party was making their way out of the hills, I had linked before the music that again I will not play here because then the entire purpose of this of us streaming so that we have something to go back to dies because YouTube will just kill all the audio. But feel free to listen to it at your leisure, have it looping in the background if you so desire. But a woman's ethereal voice drifted across the early fog of the day, still clinging tight to the landscape. We good?
Yep.
Okay.
Van Gaya.
No.
No, apparently not. Okay, I think we're good now. So that's where we are picking up. You would probably, with the pace that you've been making thus far, reach the actual outskirts of Gruffin in about another hour or so. Excuse me. Otherwise, you may explore to your heart's content. We are officially picking up as the music is fading off into silence, the last note trailing about.
Right. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like that.
That's a little creepy. Let's get into it, Tim.
I don't
Yeah,
know about you guys. I liked it.
I do unsheath my scimitar and put it on my lap.
Okay. So the overall plan is to continue pacing forward, yes?
Yes.
Think so.
Yes.
Okay. I will note, Union, you've still have not seen Enigma again as of the travels of the day so far. So you haven't seen him since Ideal mentioned he delivered Zealous' body.
Okay. I trust that he'll find his way back. He's a good boy after all.
Making your way into the outskirts of Groffen, it is a fairly humble town, more popped up due to its position on fairly level, naturally level terrain that just happened to make for good farmland. Its connection to the lake there as a nice hub, more than anything. For the most part, there are several fields that you pass through. A small winding dirt trail showing that you're not the only ones that come this way through the north of Groffen. Before you can see a scattering of wooden buildings for the most part. Most are one-story, like longhouse, like farmhouse style buildings. As you make your way through the first sort of layer of those, you can start to see more elegant, perhaps the more long-lasting houses. Most are wood, timber. Does not appear at a glance to be any of made of stone at the moment, from what you've seen. You do have the address. Union, if that's where
Yes.
you want to go. Otherwise, there, you can see the creaking sign of what appears to just be a the sign itself could probably use either replacing or at best at least repainting. Um, of a bed swinging in front of the largest building that does not appear to have any fancy name or title upon it. But a familiar vestige for you adventurers. This is an inn of some degree. The address, on the other hand, is being whispered to you officially whispered to you right now.
Have we seen any people?
You have seen the most that you've seen are mostly humans, halflings. It's only going on just about the midday. Were as you were making into town, and as it bled past the hottest hour of the day. Many were now coming back out, getting back out into the fields to resume the remainder of their day's work.
Okay.
Not a whole lot are paying you all very much mind. Nami is getting some attention because she's a tiny little thing on this big
I
old
was just
warhorse.
about to ask
that-
if
that the two just look so incompatible is comical.
can't stealth that, can I?
You are way very much out of your realm of stealthing. I mean, you could pull your cloak up and try and hide some of your features, but
I think we're gonna do that just a little bit.
even amongst the tieflings among you,
I was just about to say, what about hashtag Devil Squad?
Nope, teal hair.
it's not just the teal hair. It's more the it's not that they're seeing any of you as odd. Many of them kind of give you a nod. There's that every now and then the standard like old stubborn ass who just like new people, yay, woohoo. But most give you a fairly neutral greeting. This is definitely a working town. They give you the curt nod and then go back to whatever it is they're doing. Most of which seems to be something industrious, either weaving, tending to the fields, dealing with some kind of stock and trade.
Okay. Union would definitely be heading for the address.
Now you have not been here before, but I assume you ask around. There's not like street names or anything of that nature. This is not a structured city. There's not like 1921 West Avenue.
Right. So what am I? Was I given a description of a building or like?
You've got what you got. That is all that is written on your note right there.
Where are we gonna go, travel buddy?
I figure we should probably get set up at the inn.
Yeah, seeing that, Union would go to the inn and as a starting point to ask around.
Pulling up to the inn, there is a hitching post for mounts. It is fairly crowded already. A young man, probably about 14, 15 years old, shaggy brown hair, comes up and offers to handle your inn. That's a big horse.
I got it, don't worry.
From behind her, Union makes a very surprised face, but just gives his head a little shake.
What? Give me an animal handling, Nami.
Oh dear gods.
We're gonna lose 2 party members.
Okay. You're not sure if it listened to you or it's more just all the other animals stopped. You feel good. And as you tend to your animals, he knows that if you're gonna hitch them up, it's not a fee. But please don't stay long. Boss doesn't like to, give up the free space for we gotta cycle this through for customers. He's telling you. You see his eyes start to follow some kind of movement behind you, and the color is just slowly draining from his face.
I
Gonna
turn.
yeah,
Nami's
Yeah.
gonna look.
Is it a big black cat thing?
No.
Oh no.
As the party looks over their shoulders, following this young man's gaze, there is a woman dressed in what would appear to be some form of very ceremonious dress, a wedding gown or something very much. This dress had a purpose, and it seems to flow against the wind, almost as if it is being carried by a current. And she makes her way unerringly, just keeps going down the street. And behind her, you can hear the faint humming of those lyrics.
that's right.
Many of the townsfolk, they all stop and watch her. Several looking very nervous. And
Union would.
then the screams happen. Starting from the way y'all had come and where this figure had floated by, you can see a sudden flurry of movement, a woman coming rushing from around one of the buildings as this long-limbed, hunched figure has pounced on her and bitten into the back of her neck. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh,
God damn it.
It wasn't an enigma.
For once.
Okay, hold on. There we go, but I'm gonna replace it with the 9 that I originally rolled. There we go.
Okay. By the way, I would ask Union if you're going to use that, at least come in campaign and roll your initiative so it auto does it. Flux.
Yeah. Click your token.
I did.
Don't worry. No, it doesn't do it if you do it through the thingamajigs.
Yeah, so then I clicked it and then I replaced
Or if
it
it
with the 9
does,
that I
I'm
rolled.
It did for me.
a 9. You have a 13.
No,
No,
look
that
above.
both were Union.
Oh.
I got
Yeah,
the 22.
I didn't click it initially. So then I clicked and I rolled. But I replaced it with my first roll because I realized that my token wasn't selected.
Okay. Let me make sure we have everyone here. Okay. Okay. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grabble, grabble, grabble.
Wait, are you able to hear my dogs?
Alden yells at
No, that was
players.
just me. That was just me going. Of course, I'm gonna yell at players.
Oh.
That was the bane of my existence.
Sorry, my dogs were grumbling right as you were doing that. I was like, wait, hold on, shit.
Let me put it this way. They have all heard my dog.
Yeah.
Well, I was on
Like-
push to talk. That's why
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You haven't met Duke yet. Duke is precious, and we stop everything when Duke gets started.
Oh my
Like-
god, Duke
dear.
is amazing.
There's my pencil sharp. Sorry. I've been looking for this for the past 6 minutes, okay?
Oh my god, when
okay.
Duke goes crazy and starts squeaking, it's just precious.
It is just joy.
I hope I'm first.
Okay, so idea. What you see is this ghoulish figure, very long of jaw, dropped down, and has ripped the flesh out the back of this scream woman. She is still alive, though very promptly faints from the sudden shock of the damage. It is broad daylight. There is very little overcast, so this is a little much for the early afternoon. But right now, you only see this one figure. You can hear several other screams from around the building. You are still mounted, as a note.
Okay.
It would be about 60 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna ease my horse forward 30,
Okay.
then cast a dissonant whispers on the ghoul type thing. I need
So
a
wisdom.
wisdom save. Yep.
All right. That is a natural 13. So
DC is 15.
Okay, so it fails.
Okay. It takes that much psychic damage. Nice. And it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move away from me
All right.
as far as it can.
It recoils from the blast, and you lose sight of it as it breaks around the corner and runs away.
Okay. Pretty sure I have a riding horse, right?
You have a riding horse. I think everyone is on riding horses except obviously the elk and the mule.
Mustaphalis.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue forward the next 30 feet to
Okay.
kind of get up to the woman.
That gets you up to the corner where you can peek around and up from your horse. You get a bit of the vantage point down. You immediately can see there's another one of these figures that has someone pinned up against the wall, and they're about elbow deep in their stomach.
Okay. Don't really have anything else I can do right now. And do I see the other one that fled, or
Around with the hard corner right there, you don't see it yet.
I ease my horse forward 5 more feet around the corner?
Okay, so
Using
your
its
horse
dash
very carefully moves itself over the woman, and your horse itself, now seeing this, I need an animal handling, as it begins to whinny.
Nope. That's a 3.
Where?
Do you not see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'll take your 3 though, as the horse bucks you. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics to try and catch your feet. And you did dash
Nope.
it, so your horse has the rest of its movement, and it bolts the other way, back towards the party.
Okay. That's a 7. That's a nat 1.
Well, we'll take your natural 3, so it's not that bad. Oh, that's your acrobatics. No.
Yeah.
You unfortunately fall like right next to the woman, and you can hear sort of the sound running up your neck as you roll a d2 for me real quick.
Oh no. 2.
Okay. As your left leg kind of jams up under you, and there's a crack. Didn't feel like a break, but it's resonated up the body. Your speed is reduced by 5.
Okay.
But that ends your turn. Joseph, you're up.
Okay.
The horse just came dashing. You saw him ride up, do some magical motions, and then fall off, and a horse just ran past you all.
I will say, we got at least one more of those things.
All right. I will try and prod my mule up where I can see this thing.
Okay, so the mule would have to dash.
Mule dash. Yes.
Which is like just an adorable mental image.
Yes.
But so you manage to get up about to where Ideal is, and you get a full sight all the way down. You can see the one he just called out about with the individuals pinned up against the wall. You see one that is currently fleeing from him. It hasn't made it that far. It's about 20 feet down away from you now. And then you can see there is chaos about 70 feet further down on the street where, at least to your best guess, 4 more of these figures are tearing into a very clearly unprepared group of people. So you can see in total 6 of these figures.
Okay. The 4 that are down, like you said, roughly about 70 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to draw their attention.
Okay.
So I'm going to trigger my meta magic to quicken 1 Eldritch Blast
Okay.
and target 3 different ones with the first one.
Are you up to 3 beams?
I'm sorry, 2 beams. You're right.
Okay. That's a hit, though.
So there's 2.
So
Works out perfect because now I actually only have 4 beams instead of 6.
Okay.
And then 2 more beams. Boop and boop.
Okay, so all of them hit. One of them with a little bit more of a resounding smack into the creature. Right as was mid pounce, you caught it under its lanky arm, sent it staggering. Immediately, their faces turn. These are fetid, rotted things with these low-hanging jaws, rotted teeth. Now all staring with their empty sockets for eyes in your direction.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty much turn.
Okay. There is a scream from the man that is pinned as the creature has now leaned forward, gripped his throat, and ripped it into very vivid bits. Before letting the body fall, and with really not paying attention to the combat behind him, the creature leans down and begins feasting. The one that was running away turns back and charges towards Ideal and yourself, Joe. And as it lunges in the air, it's unclear who it's going for in that split moment before it seems to have its own little hitch of the hip and goes tumbling and skidding in this roll, and actually rolls right on top of Ideal.
I just sigh.
Nami, you're up. You see that there's this undead figure has now fallen on top of Ideal, and that's the best vision that you've got of the fray at the moment.
The person we were talking to, what are they doing?
The young boy?
Yes.
His pants are a little wet right now.
And what are the other people around doing, the ones that aren't getting attacked?
As of right now, the only one that you were paying attention to right that second was the young boy. Others are only just now hearing the scream. It's only been about 6 seconds, or going into the first 6 seconds of this fray. Most of them are actually still watching the ghostly figure as she hums her way down the street.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm thinking for a moment.
That's fine. Union, you are on deck.
Yep.
Well, actually, Union and Bella jointly are on deck.
Can I do, what is that thing called where you say what you would like to do if X happens, but for the moment you...
You want to prepare
Hold your
an action.
Is that what I want to do?
If you want to prepare an action, you set the action and you set a trigger. And if the trigger happens, as soon as the trigger is finished, you perform the action. And then that's it. You don't get to hold your whole turn. You just get to prepare an action.
I'm gonna prepare the short bow if the thing goes to attack the one on an ideal, if it goes to attack him, I want to shoot it with the short.
Okay. White and blue, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
one? It's up to y'all. We'll do the tied initiative thing that way. Which one of you do want to go first?
Oh, let me go first.
I will let Hyperbell go first.
So I'm gonna twin spell a haste onto Union and
Did she not finish that sentence for anyone else?
I'm twinning the haste onto you and Ideal.
Oh, Ideal.
You're an ideal. Ideal is not within 30 feet of you.
I thought his horse ran back to the party.
His horse.
Yeah, without the ideal.
Well,
So really, we got the most important part of that combination.
Wow.
well, I'll put it on Nami instead, I guess.
Okay. So Union, Nami, there's a sudden buzz, an energy that floods through your veins, as you hear an utterance from Bella.
All right, and that's all for me.
All right, Union.
Okay. Union is going to feel this sort of jittery surge of energy, draw his greatsword, and just like spur the elk onward with a cry of "Lathandar!" Blade outstretched.
Okay.
Poor elk.
He's a good boy, just
This-
like Enigma.
What is it?
You could just say go and the thing would sprint. You don't have to spur it. Damn.
Well, he doesn't actually have spurs.
The elk proceeds to charge forward.
Yeah, I was gonna ask: does the elk get the benefit of the spell?
No.
No, I didn't cast it on the elk. I put it
Alright.
on Nami instead.
Union's just very quickly spurring the elk on. Okay. So bonus.
Okay, with the elk's movement, you've made it up to Joe and Ideal and the creature.
Okay. Can I then lean down and attempt to attack the creature that is
Of course.
enjoying nice, tasty, ideal burger?
Right now, well, it's actually laying on its back up. It stumbled and rolled on top of him. It's not even like pinning him or anything like that.
Oh, so just sort of you're just.
It may have
Union's
rolled
gonna-
over for one.
Union's gonna look down at Ideal and just say, "Why are you spooning that creature?" and attempt to stab it in the face.
There is a glare.
Duly noted.
Let's see. Plus advantage on dex save. Just anything. Just trying to understand. Speed is doubled. Okay.
Your speed.
Yes, not the elk.
You now run as fast as the elk.
Whack.
Ideal would be so kind to roll a dexterity save for me. He made a cold shot.
I'm
I
so
know.
hungry today.
We are just doing great, guys.
Jeez.
You're fine.
I'm just sitting here trying to help.
There's a sudden gout of earth that splashes onto your face, so you're having a great night. That's your first attack, Union.
Yes. Seeing the wicked creature, he's just gonna attempt to slash at it more normally.
Okay.
I.e., not a called shot.
Okay, that is a miss, just shy of one. Oh, you know what? It is prone. Advantage. Sorry.
Okay. So that was the first attack then. Or Do I get
Sure.
retroactive one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Sure. It missed either way, so it doesn't change any of the narrative. So fine, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my bad, not yours.
And one more. Come on.
Okay.
Finally.
As your first hit goes shy, just grazing past Ideal's head, you pull your shoulder back a little more. It's been a while since you fought on Elkback. And your next blow, right as the creature is rolling off and preparing to sink its fangs into its prey, catches it first in the shoulder and cleaves just about to the sternum of before the creature is thrown off from the impact and slumps against the porch of the building you're next to.
It appears dead, or
It's not moving.
okay.
Wait, did it just attack Ideal, or was that the other one?
It was rolling over to get into position too. Narrative thematic, no, nothing else.
Okay.
Gotta paint the scene, man.
Sorry, I just am wanting to know. Need to know if I need to shoot.
Okay. As a quasi bonus action, like I'm not gonna move anymore, but Union is gonna throw back his head and just yell Enigma as loud as he can, just in case the cat's nearby.
Okay. Give me an animal handling.
Okay.
Duly noted. Okay. Bottom of the round. The only ones that would still have sight on it right now, Bella and Nami. You see the ghostly figure fade away. A few more seconds of the humming, and then nothing.
I don't know about you, Nami, but that's pretty suspicious.
I feel like this happens often.
Breaking around the corner, again, still at the end of the round, there is a very well dressed individual, akin to the fashionable society that Ideal seems to hail from. A large mandolin strapped to his back, a drum actually hanging from his hip, several flutes, like pan flutes and wood flutes, all just a one man walking band, basically, but all very tastefully placed so it doesn't hamper his movement. As he comes looking around, rapier in hand, Ideal, you're up. You don't see him, for the record.
Okay.
He's in the alley on the other side of the building you're beside.
Okay. So there's still the woman.
The woman is there. She is unconscious. Her breathing is now very haggard.
I will give her a bonus action healing word.
Okay. There's a sudden.
I will say, run! As I stand up for some half, so 12 and a half feet.
We'll say 12.
Okay. How far away is the closest one from me?
The closest one there that is feasting is about 20 feet from you.
Okay, I don't have enough movement. I will cast a vicious mockery.
What do you say?
I'm working on it. Oi, ugly! I am not very good at this. I need a wisdom save though.
What's your
Is
saving
that
throw?
your insult?
15.
It just keeps on feasting. Does not even
Okay.
appear to be aware you cast it on it.
I think you need to make one on yourself. Boy, ugly, I'm not very good at this.
No, yeah, I'm not very good at this as out of character.
It's more self-deprecating than anything else.
Also, I am used to not succeed for things succeeding against me, so I do get both weapons out, and that's my
Okay,
turn.
so drawing your second weapon. Noted.
Yeah, the short sword.
So, now that you are standing yourself, Union and Joe, they're mounted up and actually having a better view. Just over the fray, the tussle there of between the undead and the individuals, you can see there is a figure at the end of the street. It's hard to make out any immediate details. Helmet, I'm not going to spoil your character's name or such yet. By all means, describe what your character does. The fray itself, you would see one of the creatures has their back to you. There are about 5 persons, like townsfolk, that are being harried at the moment. You've just seen these 4 bolts arc off of this semi-glowing man. He's not like full bore light bulb right now, I don't think. There on the far end. So you'd be about 30 feet from the fray.
Okay. How many creatures are within 30 feet?
Within 30 feet, you can grab 2.
2.
If you literally just step forward a little closer, you get all 4 that are right there in the big mass.
Okay. Long blurb of text. I'll step forward so that the creatures are in 30 feet and...
Okay. To the 3 amigos there, you see 4 of the 4, 3 of the creatures break and immediately turn and run away. Thus, I'm reading. Make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, because it would act right after you. So is that all you're doing, or are you doing something else? Bonus action, move action, remainder of move action.
Not sure if any of the bonus actions would apply right now.
Okay.
Are they fleeing toward Union?
3 of them break away. Union, feel free to roll me a religion check.
Okay.
As there is a brief surge of power that might be familiar with you. Okay, yes. You're fairly sure you just witnessed a turning take place, afflicting 3 of the individuals with a unholy fear. Yourself and Ideal, they're gonna break around. You will be able to take a OA on up to 2 of them. You get one or the other, either the first one that passes by or the next. But they are fleeing, trying to get past and away from whatever entity it was on the far side of the fray. The one that has stayed still has eyes there on Joe and comes loping forward, taking its full movement, and begins to make the pouncing motion to our mule straddled caster.
Here's my OA, which is just keeping up that streak.
Are you swinging at the first or the second one? That's what you know. There are 2 that will pass close enough.
Second.
The second, okay. Either way, both of you miss as.
I'm on elk.
Both of you miss.
Was it because that one was prone, or because I'm on horseback?
Because you rolled an 11.
No, I'm just asking.
The advantage.
Oh no, it was because they were prone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you being mounted does not give you an advantage unless you have what is the mounted combatant? I think does it.
Yeah, I think that's it. But I do not have.
Really good feat. So Joe, you just saw the three of the four that you harried. They've run and they're clearly not running towards you. There is one that is now there's a 5 foot gap between you and it's about to pounce. These aren't super fast creatures, but
Okay.
So the three would be behind you now, just about 5 feet. Behind you three with a 5 foot gap between you, and then this one with a 5 foot gap in front of you.
Okay.
Oh, hold one moment.
Yeah, I was about to say, are we on a battle map or something
We're
that
not.
I don't see?
One moment. I need to look up a very specific class feature because someone may or may not have not. It's not in their hotkey.
Ideal.
Obviously.
Yeah, not the new character.
Ideal.
Let's be honest, it could very well have been you ideal.
I haven't succeeded with anything tonight, let's also be fair.
Yes, you did.
Okay, one thing.
You succeeded in breaking your leg.
You healed that person just fine.
And you did the thing.
The dissonance was first.
And you got your horse to safety.
It wasn't a fall. It was a strategic dismount.
Right. You got your horse to safety by like.
That is how Ideal is going to frame it later.
One moment. I need to pull someone aside. Oh, nope. We got this. Helmet.
What I do? What I do? What?
What level do you destroy?
I don't actually know. It never specified. I think it said half level.
Starting at 5th level. Okay, so yeah, because you're level 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's still casting spells.
Okay, we're back.
I'm just thinking like thematically.
Welcome back.
All right. So nothing narratively has changed. Just saw something that like I need a confirmation on because no one ever plays this class. Right. So yeah, Joe, you're up. No, there's not a battle map. If you want, I can flip to one and get it.
No, just the way you were talking about. I thought maybe everybody else was on one and I wasn't for some reason. Just clarifying. So 5 foot gap. Then there's like 3, and then they're behind them, right?
Yes. So you got the one. There's 5 feet. The 3 of you, 5 feet. The other 3 that are clearly fleeing.
Okay. Okay, so 5 feet, the 3 of us, and then the other ones that are fleeing on the other side of us. Gotcha.
And there is the one that's still feasting over yonder.
Feasting. Well, he's kind of preoccupied right now, so I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's like 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Nice. What was the first bolt?
That one's you blasted its head away.
Okay.
It's down. So you catch it like right as it puts its hands on the ground to vault up and try and get onto you there, astride your mule, and just laser pointer straight through the head. It goes tumbling back.
Okay. And then bonus action. I'm burning a second level to get 2 more sorcery points for next time.
Okay. You dim a little bit briefly.
Yes. And point to the other 2. We can't let those get away.
Okay.
Still
Nami,
astride my mighty mule.
mule stands there, same pose the warhorse has. Just don't really know what's going on, but haven't been bitten yet. We're good.
Oh, don't forget your haste.
Oh yeah, you are hasted.
I'm hasted.
You
No,
are
not you.
hasted. No, not you. Nami, remember you're hasted.
Okay, that makes sense.
I am not good at these things. You said the humming woman faded away or went out of view?
You can no longer see her. You saw, like, as she was moving, she became more and more transparent, and then nothing. And then this very well dressed, very obviously a musician bard has come swinging out for the other alley, opposite your companions, with rapier in hand, and is like starting to look around.
I'm gonna hold action or whatever the thing again. Same thing, short bow. This time instead of one of the creatures watching the newcomer that's armed, if he attacks any of the party or seems
Okay.
like he's going to, then bolt it to the face, hopefully.
Duly noted. Okay.
Can I ask one more thing real quick though?
Of course.
What are the other, so obviously woman faded away. What is the little boy and the other people around doing?
The little boy is only just now seeing the ghoulish figures now running past your companions and out onto this effectively the main thoroughfare running through the little town. So he's gone from wetting himself to you can see he's already starting to turn to try and run inside. Others throughout the town are throughout that street there were still staring where the woman just faded, seemingly entranced.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The Bella Union.
Are we married now?
Can I see anything from where I am?
Like how she didn't respond at all. You would see the 3 that have broken past. Those 3. Your the boys.
Are they in fireball range?
Yes, they are. They're all grouped up.
All right, fireball.
Wait, never clarified.
She I'm assuming would position it in such a way that it doesn't hit her allies.
Sure.
If
That
not,
is the
I need to know.
I was aiming for the evil thing.
Dead center for the evil things.
Be honest.
Yes.
Okay, I need all 3 of you, the elk and the mule, all of y'all to make dexterity 15 saving throws.
Oh, I do not have careful spell. Oh well. Sorry.
Okay, so 16 on success.
Yeah, it's half up, so
Okay, so I take 8.
On the upside, she obliterates the three ghoulish figures.
What's
Your
let me look
elk's
up.
DC is +3,
Thank you.
not DC saving throw. Excuse me. I don't have your mule stats. I'm assuming you do.
I actually do.
Okay.
Deck save, right?
Yes, for
Well-
yourself and your mule.
Union, you're gonna have to resummon your elk.
Oh yeah, elk's gone.
Oh,
I need another. I need an acrobatics from you now, Union, as your mount has disappeared.
Poof.
You just asking Union to go off Shaitan on Bella.
My deck save.
Kill the fucking elk.
Okay, so the mule takes
You didn't
half
love it.
damage, so 16 damage to the mule, and
Should have
31 damage to yourself. As Bella does her best to make Jaros so proud.
Honestly,
I will allow that as a bonus action in the hasty. It's only 3 words.
just sorry. Didn't mean to.
You know what?
Did she just kill the mule?
Hold on. She did.
Oh no.
She did.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was nice having Bella in the party. Very nice.
There is nothing been so scorching as that in a while.
Oh. Okay, so because
Everything did me.
because I know it's not showing the full grasp of what just happened on the stream, because it doesn't show the full spell alert. Joseph, what did you just cast?
Push rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Bella, I need a dexterity saving throw. Take 5 damage.
Ow.
Fire damage. Which, I mean, I don't know if you're that kind of tiefling. But,
I think all
Push.
tieflings just get the fire resistance.
I have resistance.
Also, note that Union.
Yes. Oh, wait. Thank you.
Oh man. I didn't mean to.
Nami believes you.
Bella. Bella.
Jera from another world is so proud.
Bella.
He doesn't know where it came from,
At the end
but
of the round, the well-dressed figure stepping out follows seems to be very much doing as you are, Nami, kind of checking how everyone else is reacting, and you can see he curses under his breath. I'm not really sure what exactly he said, but he turns, he looks, and he sees the fray down there, and there's a soft melodic voice. What? Oh, I'm sorry, Union.
Do I not get a turn?
Yeah, you get a turn. You're not prone.
I mean, my elk.
You're not prone.
My elk. Now you care about it.
Look, I can't ride
He has
a
always cared about the elk. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
He was distracted by Enigma.
No, Enigma was like the prodigal son. It's like
Enigma was the more favorite side hoe.
no, Enigma was the
Let's
the
roll.
broken project. Okay.
Completely reactive, my dear. It just goes off.
Okay. So there are the two ghouls. There are the 3 ghouls that ran past us. One of which what's his name? Coffee Boy killed.
Wow.
Coffee
Joseph.
Boy?
Wow.
I couldn't remember.
Okay,
Um,
no.
Did Bella's fireball kill anything besides the party
Yeah,
members'
it's
mounts?
you roll to your feet and you turn. There is ash. There's 3 piles of ash where the ghouls were moments before.
Plus the mule.
Plus the mule and the scattering radiant light of your elk.
Was Ideal's horse clear at least?
Oh yeah, Ideal's horse is still
Yeah!
running.
Yeah, it's that way.
Oh, great. Enigma's gonna get it.
He'll bring it back.
He'll bring the head back.
No, he'll bring the whole horse back. He shares.
And you need to owe me another horse.
No. It's a one-time deal only.
Well, Bella will. Well, no, actually, it wasn't Bella's fault. So
Keep going.
Yeah, it was an act.
Keep going.
Okay. So Union's up. He's hasted. He sees this well-dressed figure. Like,
You do not see him.
okay. What do I
there's
see?
still the one that is currently feasting on a body, and that's the only ghoulish figure at the moment. Otherwise, you see a bunch of wounded people laying in the field. Some figure beyond them that you can't really make details out, but you're sure just activated some kind of religious rite. That's what you can see.
How far away is the one creature that's still feasting on a body?
About 30 feet from you, well within your speed.
All right. Union feeling the familiar sort of rush that he has spent the last several years trying to sort of repress is gonna ready the blade, and as he sees what happened to his elk, there's a little bit of the old fire coming back in. He just wants to fucking kill something. So he is gonna run forward and attempt to strike down the creature that's feasting on the body.
Okay. A miss.
Alright,
It is now aware of you.
Alright, I'm going to attack it again.
That is a hit. You gash and this reddish black liquid comes pouring out.
I am also going to hit it one of these.
And smite.
Yes, if I could find it on my character sheet.
Features and traits.
Thank you. I have hellish rebuke. Never mind. Sorry.
Tiefling. Normal tiefling gets that.
Too late.
Yep.
Okay, you have to come over here and actually click it.
Oh god.
I assume this will be the additional damage from undead or fiend pops.
So is that 3d8? Yeah, I'm gonna use a first level. So
3d8.
okay. Boom.
As the radiant damage surges out of your blade, it's not. As you realize your emotions are a little charged, not actually as potent as you had hoped. There's that sudden cringe as you realize you've taken a step away from your oath. The creature falls dead at your feet, but there's that flicker of self-doubt.
Ian's gonna stagger back a second, realizing what he had done.
Put a little mark on my
Just a
GM
step.
here. Yep. Nope. There's something else I gotta do. One little marker here. Okay. Officially speaking, out of combat.
You kill Union's elk, you see what happens. He becomes John Wick.
the figure still going to do what he was intending to do, having seen a few of you take the brunt of an errant fireball. A melodic voice washes out from him, seemingly unaware that the fight itself is over. He says, "Fight on. Your story is yet untold."
As I accidentally leave the camp.
That is 8 health returned to Joseph.
8 health to Joseph.
And then he comes rushing. He finishes by rushing up with a dash action to you all, and turns his blade down the street, seeing there's nothing to use it on. Well, well, well done indeed. Pat some ash off of Ideal.
Well, that was fun.
I will turn to Bella, nodding my thanks to the man, and say, "Just gotta work on the game a little bit there, Bella."
Yeah, sir. New spell and all.
What are the people doing now?
The boy is now finally had a chance to run inside, screaming as a frightened young child would. The many of the others seem to be kind of starting to shake their heads, they're trying to clear some kind of mental fog. Um, the gentleman of the party, you would see down, the figure begins to walk and place a hand. Um, Again, Union being a little more in tune to it, you can tell there's a surge of holy energy pulsing from the individual as several bodies that weren't breathing very well or very haggard before suddenly their chest begins to soften and their breath stabilizes. Um, as you get closer and closer to the party, Helmet, would you please be so kind as to physically describe, for those that can currently see you, what it is they see?
I forgot. Nothing really stands out about this guy. He looks like just your kind of average traveler wearing ragged and well-used clothes, with a staff on one side and a mule on the other. Yes, he. Yeah, really not much.
Human?
Human, yes, very normal human.
I will approach said traveler, sheathing blades. Thanks for the help to Cat's character.
I should be thanking your friend. She took care of most of them.
And us a little bit. A little bit of a twitch.
There, it's alright. The gentleman smacks you on the back again.
That's where the burn is!
Well, it burns a little less as another pulse. 6. Flashes you a smile. If you'll excuse me, I've business. Looks back the way he came, and still, for the record, like hand is still on his hilt, begins running away in the direction that the figure had faded and vanished from view.
Probably should have asked him what's going on.
Yeah.
And yes, Nami, you're more than welcome to do that. There aren't many on the street at this particular moment. Most of the folk are out in the field as of right now.
I want to specifically ask some of the people that were just staring at the figure and now seem to be kind of coming out.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like an investigation to like see if they knew what was happening or if it's just like a general question.
If you're going to just ask the question, it's nothing yet. If you're going to attempt to try and draw a deeper amount of information out of them, we'll get into rolls.
Then it's the deeper amount of information thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation charisma.
Investigation. Saving throw charisma?
Maybe your charisma modifier, which is what?
1.
Okay, so it just lowers your roll just a little.
Or sorry, +1.
Yeah,
Oh wait, sorry, I'm confused.
you're good. You're fine. You're fine. The first individual that you walk over to is a man. He's wearing a heavy leather apron, and appears to have been in the middle of working on a large piece of wood, seeming to try and level and basically plane it out to some degree. He catch him right as he's picking up his tool from the ground, still shaking his head. When you arrive, yes, ma'am, tiny little thing.
Thank you, I'm travel size.
Blink, blink. Sorry, my head's not all there. Did that happen? And that's all you get out of him. For the record, the party, you can see Nami has dismounted carefully, and is speaking, working her way through. And as you ask others, you get very similar. They don't even seem to know what happened, or that anything happened. They are coming out of this stupefied state.
Did I see the man go after the figure?
Yes, you would see him running. You currently can still see him running down the street as you're making your inquiries. And as you look over your shoulder, you can see Ideal and Joe speaking with another figure.
Now I go after the one who was running.
Okay, you do it on foot.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on foot. I don't trust that horse yet.
After about 3 houses, he's getting more and more distance on you. He is moving with very long strides.
Can I call out to him?
Of course.
Just like a, hey you! Wait!
There's he turns his foot to sort of brake, flips his head back around, and this union will be right as you're getting to back to Ideal and Joe, and this currently still, I think, unnamed figure, if I recall correctly. And he's like, sorry, you can't stop. Business is everything.
Then
sorry.
slow down!
He flips you off and keeps going. Excuse the hell out of you! Business! Vroom.
Still gonna try to follow him.
Okay. Guys, you see Nami running out of town, chasing this guy.
Should we do something about that?
We should probably follow.
Indeed.
I'm still on my horse, so
I'm gonna look for my horse.
The warhorse is there.
It's standing there by the hitching post. Still has not budged.
I'll ride off towards Nami.
Okay.
Union will go over to the warhorse.
It's just standing there.
Okay. Union would attempt to sort of introduce himself to the horse. I don't know. You know horse stuff. But
Does Union?
I mean, he rides elks.
Elks are far different than equines.
I'm gonna assume that. I mean, he was a mercenary. I assume he has some experience with horses.
Go ahead and roll animal handling. As Bella did ask you a question, but has now, before you had a chance to answer, run off or ridden off to try and catch up to Nami, which you do pretty quickly. Horse versus, tiny little feet. It's an uncomfortable mount, Union. The saddle being definitely designed for someone a little larger than yourself.
But the horse lets me up.
It lets you up. Doesn't move.
Union's gonna take the reins and try and steer it in direction of Nami and Bella.
Okay, give me one more. Okay. It takes a moment before it finally turns and, with a burst of speed under it, begins running off.
Oh wait, I still have haste, don't I?
Had.
Okay, damn.
Because by the time you start chasing, we'll narrate it now. You and Union, the haste fades, and you have that 6 seconds of catatonic state where you've Nami mid-run. Shake your head
Ow.
a few seconds later and catch your breath, looking around, and that's when Bella catches up to you.
Hey, where are you taking off to?
No one knows what just happened. Everyone did not know that just happened. That guy seems to know what happened, and he's busy, and I need him not to be. We gotta catch him.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Can you help me up onto your horse and let's go? You're faster.
Yeah, jump on. I'm sure this could only go.
Just reaching up a hand, like, please help.
I will try to help.
What rolls are these?
With her assistance, you get up.
I am trying to keep an eye on the guy as this occurs.
I'm pretty sure we're both pretty small, so it shouldn't be too taxing on the horse.
Nope, it takes a while, but eventually you catch up with the gentleman. He's still running. He's looking at us. Just as he looks over his shoulder, we'll pan the camera and finish our scene over here with the boys real quick. You have this unnamed individual and some sign of holy raiment. Several individuals are now being there on the street, being dragged out. There are thanks being paid to you, unnamed individual. as several saw what you did. The woman that you healed, Ideal, seems to only just now grasp that she was actually hurt, and just now clicked what you told her to do, gets up and begins running.
I just kind of blink a little bit.
Shock is an amazing thing.
I'm aware.
What are y'all doing? You see the girls have ridden off. Union soon a little after chasing to follow.
I was seeing if I could find my horse.
Okay, it's not hard to find. It's like 3 buildings down and tucked into an alley. It's a little nervous. We'll take some coaxing.
Animal handling ahoy. This can't go bad. And I have never wanted to be able to give myself inspiration more. Hey, double digits! Hey!
Hey!
Yay!
Okay, so
Hey!
it's as you hear Union thundering past you on the warhorse to go in to catch up to Bella and Nami. Now officially leading Joe, and this figure is kind of standing there. You get it out. Promises of sugar and carrots and all these sweet things that you hope it understands. Like, just please, come here, please.
I'd use my bard routine on a horse.
Yep, the whole spiel. The whole range of emotions. And it's just like just before you get the anger, that it's like, okay, we're good, and you mount up and are able to give chase. Joe and Individual, what are you two doing? Seeing the rest of these adventurers riding off after the musician.
I will tell him I'd love to stay and chat, but it's gonna be a lot harder for me to keep up with them now. And I'm gonna start chasing them on foot.
Oh no, I forgot.
I was waiting to see if everyone was going to ride up me.
I forgot about that.
Technically not. No. Technically not. You technically move better than a mule. Don't you?
I think so.
Mules are 40 movement.
Okay, no, just slightly then.
I like how we lost a mule, then we gained a mule.
This isn't a riding mule.
It's still a mule.
At least the rowboat is safe.
Still stay.
You hope. It hasn't been paid.
He's the best boy.
Look, it could have been worse. It could have just been lost in a random fire.
You could have. It could be worse. You could have bought a displacement.
Nothing I can do about it. A mule?
For the record, there is a little bit more screaming, Union, as you're catching up with the girls, and you see a
Oh,
familiar
God.
figure slinking through various alleys.
Enigma.
Right now, there's a small child watching all of you pass, and you see Enigma pad up very quietly right behind it. Start sniffing.
Oh my god, yes.
Union.
As you keep going, and Enigma locks eyes with you. You lock eyes with Enigma, and all Enigma does is just sneeze, and it's clearly on purpose. The kid turns, sees this, shits himself, and runs.
Union lets out a big sigh of relief.
But he's
But
the
trust-
goodest boy. He would never do such a thing.
Of course, because he is the goodest boy. He did not just eat that child. See. But trusting
And
that.
that's when we come out of Ideal's or Union's dream bubble, and the child is laying there, splayed on the ground, feasted upon.
No.
No.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Damn it.
I'm so glad that was convincing, though.
I had a little bit of hope, okay? You never know.
But Enigma soon rides up alongside the warhorse. The two animals kind of keep a respectable distance away from each other. But you're not going to be catching up with the ladies. They are very light on a riding horse. And now, riding bestride this guy who is running like the wind. Excuse me. Can I? What?
Hey, we're looking for answers.
You're just, I mean, we can keep up with you now. You can keep running. I just need to know what the hell was going on because no one back there knows what just happened.
Sucks to be them.
Yes, it does, but you seem to know what's going on. We're not
We're them
stopping it.
too.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. So we're part of them.
Sucks to
Good
be
point.
you. This is my story.
What's
What
the
is-
For
story?
the record, ideal that carries as you're catching up. It's like, God damn it.
Not one of these bards.
And he's like, at this point, he's like, you see, he actually physically looks down at his rapier and looks at your horse, like, like, how bad do I want this?
Does Nami notice that?
Let's see here. Bella does. You do not.
I'm gonna ready my wand.
Okay.
Just kick him in the head.
Nami, you see Bella pour her wand and pointing at this guy. He was like, I only
Oh,
thought
are
about
we?
it. He's still
Oh no,
running.
Nami was about to be all for that.
For the record, he is running towards the lake.
Oh my god.
So what's with the spooky lady?
Who was she in the things?
What do I look like?
You look like you know something.
Yeah, that's for me to know. You figure it out on your own. My
I'm trying to.
story.
And you can keep it. I just want to know. By the way, water ahead.
We'll let you die to it.
It's a while away, but that's the direction he's heading out of town.
Oh, okay, not like. Okay.
There's not literally the lake's right there. He's not that fast.
If you tell us, we'll leave you alone, and we'll still let you die to the thing.
Wait, we're gonna leave. I don't agree to that. She'll leave you
Um,
alone.
It's my horse.
He
Good point.
looks down at one of the pouches on his clothes, pulls out what looks like a little whistle, and it's a loud, shrill sound, and all of a sudden his speed just escalates and he's gone.
Oh hell no.
I don't have hold person.
He's moving faster than your horse can at the moment.
How much faster than my horse can?
Like, he might be under the effects of a multitude of movement speed buffs all of a sudden.
Wait, how far away is he?
Right this second, he would have made it 60 feet.
Wow.
Hold on.
So you're saying he's more than twice as fast?
He
More
made
than
it 60
twice.
feet that instantly? Holy.
That instantly. And he looks over his shoulder, seeing if you're going to keep pressing.
Keep going, Bella, please. Just keep up with him or try to.
Ideal. You'd be the one to see most of this.
Yes.
Ideal a little behind as Bella thunders energy into her horse. The lady in the background is cackling.
How far ahead is he now?
He is still able to keep ground on your horse.
So still 60 feet.
But when he sees the horse suddenly have that jittery surge of energy, he twists on the ball of his foot, flips both of you off, and this purple box appears behind him, and gone.
Dick! That was my last spell slot.
Get to the water.
You catch up to about where he was. Your horse is still hasted. Are you still going?
Yeah, let's go to the lake.
By the way, Union, you are now left in the dust. The other two even worse so.
Joe's just.
Joe hasn't even made it out of town yet.
Joe's like middle-aged woman power jogging in the background. Just the Union's gonna turn to Enigma and say, "Keep up with them, or catch them.
Don't say that.
No, but not hurt them. Don't hurt the fish."
While writing, can I convert spell slots and stuff to points? And points to spell slots?
You can attempt to, yes.
Yeah, because I just want to convert like 3 first level spell slots and then get third level slot back with my points.
Okay. In the time as you're running, about the time that your horse suddenly staggers and slows to a crawl, your conversions would complete. The horse stops and starts nibbling at the grass for a moment.
I'll pet it. Give it lots of pets and love.
Meanwhile, poor Helmet's character just standing there, just like, hi.
How close are we to the lake?
It would be about another 30 minutes to make it to the lake, at a normal horse's pace.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
So do I. Let's go to the lake.
What's the
Just
worst that could happen?
Don't kill your horse.
Oh, my horse is fine. I think she's like 18 years old or something.
Oh, really? Don't kill your horse. Oh my god. God. You're putting an 18-year-old horse under this much fucking stress. Oh my god.
Do you tell the horse to keep going?
At a kind of leisurely, less hectic,
demanding pace. Okay.
Yeah, it's earned it.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for the dude.
Union, Ideal, you two catch up to the ladies eventually at the pace they've taken. Enigma is still up with you.
Alright.
And that Ideal, when you finally do, and you look back over and
I'll be right back.
Nowhere to be seen.
Turn the horse around and start headed back.
What are you doing?
Do you
Joe!
follow the adventurers, or do you just stand there?
I guess I'll follow.
Okay, so you're keeping pace with Joe there. So as the rest of the party keeps trotting away, now at a slightly more leisurely pace, you guys can have your little conversation as to what's going on. It takes about 5 minutes for you to double back, Ideal, to catch up, and you see Joe there with the cleric. If I remember right, riding a mule. Am I misremembering? Or just walking with a mule?
Walking with.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's Jesus.
Maybe. You don't know what's under that hood.
Oh my god.
Look, I mean, there are worse people to have in the D&D party.
Yeah.
Zarthos.
Yeah. So,
anyhow, yeah, there's Joe, still singed, power walking.
So, hey, Joe. Hey, want to ride?
Yeah, all right.
I will.
I didn't
Joe,
thought about it.
Well, this is exercise for the day.
And I will ride alongside Cat's new character. So,
Jesus Christo.
what's your name, friend?
I'm Joe. You just picked me up.
Not you, Joe.
I couldn't resist.
Does the whole leans around, looks at him like, we've known each other for a while now. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Joe, you only just now realized that the cleric is walking with you. So, Helmet, do you respond?
Oh, Rally.
Rally?
Rally.
Nice to meet you, Rally. I am Ideal, and this is Joe.
Quite the group.
Yeah.
Group invite sent.
Pretty much.
Do you press follow? But anyhow.
Do you press accept?
about an hour goes by before the entirety of the group, as the forward group moves slightly slower, giving them time to catch up. A lot of you see Ideal, Joe, and Raleigh soon arrive. You need to make a grave down here at some point. There you go, Raleigh. You have a blurb over there to work with. What's a guild? You have lost all sight. You've had nothing to track the individual with, but you can see a few small like lakeside buildings starting to pop up. You'll make it there a little bit before dark.
So yeah, guys, long story short, the guy was running this way.
Something about a story. He knew he was his story. What the hell is that about?
Sounds like a narcissist.
Didn't know you knew that word.
I'm not dumb.
I didn't say. Oh, I guess I kind of accidentally did.
The old lady is actually insulted for you for once. She's like, yeah, she's not that dumb.
Exactly. Thank you.
Huh? I thought you. What?
Don't worry about it.
That's right. Still has not been explained to Nami.
I feel like I should worry about this.
You should.
Anyways, random dude jumped through a giant purple box. Kind of vanished. Don't know what that was.
He also ran really fast.
Arcana,
Yes, and I want that whistle.
If you want to try and recognize that, Mr. Barty Bird.
No, not me.
Oh,
Anyone with Arcana trained is welcome to attempt to recognize the spell.
Do I have? No, I guess kind of.
That was witness to it. Ideal, after the scripter, you and Bella are able to hash out that it was probably Dimension Door. Which you yourself don't really recall the overall features of like what it can do. You just recall that makes door, you end up somewhere. Bella, you're sure he could literally be anywhere within, was it like 500 feet or so?
I think so.
So he could have gone anywhere.
Not very helpful.
But he was heading this way. He wouldn't have gone, elsewhere if he was that focused.
I will note, now that you actually have time to sit and think, Nami, you would have seen he did have a guild emblem on him. One both of Inslin and let me make sure I get my words right. It's in here somewhere. I know it is.
Is it similar to the one I wear?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
No, the Gilded Tongue. You wouldn't know what it is, but it would be literally a golden tongue. So you're welcome to describe that to your party.
Yeah, she will.
That's gross.
I mean, I have a giant golden tooth around my neck.
That's gross too.
Have I heard of them? I assume history.
As a bard, they're one of the two big schools of thought. That's your lore as opposed to your sword.
Got ya.
They are actors, playwrights, messengers, leaning very heavily on the first two. Most of your literary works of art were come out of Inslin, probably came from a Gilded Tongue bard. And they are, particularly in the lower ranks, you would know, because you've probably dealt with a few of them in your time, very protective of their stories, because they can't rank up without them.
I will relay this to the party.
I mean,
he's gonna get himself killed.
Yeah.
His doing. I don't care. He made my horse tired.
I thought that was you.
The horse just looks up, keeps going.
I mean, detailed. It was your idea, so I think it's your fault, actually.
You didn't have to listen to me.
You're not wrong.
As you near the lake, the first thing you note that while there are several buildings, little huts and what have you scattered about, many boats pulled off and onto the shore, there's no one. No one working, mending nets, nothing of that nature. Nothing that you would expect from a small fishing existence as far as work goes. It doesn't look like it's been abandoned for very long, as many of the boats have not like sunken in disrepair or anything of that nature.
Are there like footprints?
In the fading light, go here as we're going into the waning hours of the day.
Oh right, I can't see in dark.
It's not dark yet. It's getting to it's just starting to get to low light. You're welcome to try and make a perception check at. I don't think you have low light vision either at disadvantage.
Nope. It doesn't make sense, but
I'm gonna give Nami my dagger and cast light on it.
Okay. So after you've already started looking around, you're presented with a lit dagger right in your face, which is what.
oh, that's bright.
Which is what distracts you to begin with. Is anyone going to attempt to do similar as you see what Nami's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a group roll, we will begin our skill check, our an event there. You may use any perceptive, investigative, or perceptive skill that you would like. There are several places to check out. Either you're checking for tracks, checking the buildings, checking the boats, or checking the lake itself. Each of you can only check one of these for this event.
I will start with buildings.
I'll check boats.
Buildings, boats, lake, tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do tracks.
Say. So we got Bella. You said boats.
Boats.
Buildings.
Okay. Joe said he's actually going to go and continue all the way to the lake.
Yep.
And as you all sort of spread out and start your little Scooby-Doo investigation, Nami begins to hum. It carries on the wind very well, as there's very little other sound. It's a little eerie, as it's the song that you heard earlier, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Similar to a song she knows and brought back memories.
And then Riley, as your eyes haze over for just that brief moment, saw by none of the party, you stop. Your head turns just in time to see that same ghostly woman you've been tracking for a while now. She's floating towards the party. No one else is aware. And Nami, right as you start to hit the chorus, the words chime in. As you have all successfully found her.
Oh.
Oh.
She does not seem to be moving towards anyone in particular. She is just moving. And as you watch, she's getting closer and closer to Joe. Sorry. Who said buildings?
I did. Ideal.
So to Ideal.
Does she seem
Ideal, you
hostile?
turn and you look, and they're wrapped in what appears to be some kind of sail or such, with a dried and now at this point rotted grasp of flowers. like a bouquet of flowers laid upon it. Recent rot. Like this is probably that bouquet is probably a couple days old. And she's moving towards it.
There's just the flowers wound up.
There is a wrap, very obviously around a body.
Okay.
With the flowers on top. As she goes into the wall behind Riley and Nami, you lose sight of her. Joe, Union, and basically everyone else can see through the front of that building. See her move towards the body, stops. Her head turns to Ideal, and her singing goes dead silent.
Nami will probably stop humming right about now.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Ideal, Bella, and Union. Bella, you're at 0 hit points.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Union, you're at 0 hit points.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Ideal, you're fine.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Oh.
You just hear this soul-wrenching, mournful cry that, if it was from a person, would have come from like the deepest levels of a broken heart. Pour forth from this creature, slams into the three of you, and the two of you collapse. Union, you fall off of. Fortunately, it's not 10 feet high or instant death save failure. Or excuse me, instant damage into taking death saves because you are at 0, which means you are stable.
Okay.
But you are out, and everyone else, please roll initiative. Well, everyone roll initiative in case you get up.
I'm so sorry.
It could be worse.
Like that?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Union's doesn't, but Bella's does.
Okay. Let me try and get you guys to back. If everyone would be so kind as to pull a mini of themselves out.
What?
Nope. Go to the character sheet. The where your character sheet is, and pull. Click and hold where your character is, and pull it out.
It's not working.
Click the name, not the
Yeah.
person.
Oh! Thank you.
Sorry, I'm copying this off of my notebook, so it's not going to be as accurate as I would like. Nor even remotely close to scale. Ah! Still on that tool. So there's Joe up by the lake. I need to make that boat much smaller. Nami. Union. Ideal. Bella. I need to get a little baby Riley out here. Alright, let me just adjust that their boat. That's a wee big.
The yacht.
Okay. Don't have a good. I've never found the picture I wanted to use for this, but we'll do. Sure, I got a banshee in here somewhere. About the closest thing to it.
so sorry.
There's nothing. Nothing's gonna happen.
Nami kills the whole party.
I mean, I did fireball the whole party. I can't complain.
Okay. Everyone rolled, yes? We're all in. Descending. Union, you are unconscious. Riley, you hear this piercing. One moment. I actually gotta double check. Oh, I'm sorry, Nami. I also need one from you
A what?
because you were checking the start of the tracks. Everyone else broke away to help you.
Oh, so am I up there?
No, I need a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Yep. See if you're still up. You're fine. Okay.
Not gonna lie, I
Uh,
had the little dice thing on it, paused at 3, and I was like, ugh. There was a minute of like, ah!
Okay. So
We've literally all had it where it says at 1.
So, Riley, you've seen Union and Bella fall off their mounts unconscious. Duly noted. What would you like to do? You do not see the source of it, but you know what caused it. As you just saw the figure slip through the wall.
And you say they're not dying stable?
You the character are not aware of that. I let them know that so they weren't throwing
Oh.
saves unnecessarily. All you saw is them, and they're down.
I haven't made a spell class in so long. All the choices.
Here, so we can keep rolling. Joe and Ideal, you two are on deck. Oh, excuse me.
Is it Nami on the?
Nami's on deck. I had a little picture like right over her.
Me? I'm on deck?
Yeah, you're on deck. As you would actually
So-
be, you two would be acting on deck means you're technically working at the same time as each other. So if you need more time, Riley, Nami can go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So
am I where I am? So
you are where you
or
are.
I am. I guess I am. Or am I hurt? Okay, I'm on deck.
You can go now if you have an idea. Riley's thinking new character and all that happy stuff.
Oh, I'm so gonna want to go over to the front of this building. If she went through that wall, I need to go see. Cause then there was just a giant scream. I need to go. See.
Okay. Every square here is 5 feet.
Okay, let me.
Probably gonna have to make a different one with a slightly not so bright white background.
It's 25. I still have 5 feet. So here, that's ideal, right? That's ideal.
Yep.
All right, next to ideal. Run over and just see what the heck is going on. There was a very loud scream.
Okay, as you come around the corner, you can see that this sort of shack has a wide opening. It's meant for putting boats in, or at least a boat in. And you can see the figure. She is an ethereal beauty, still wearing that very gorgeous dress, ceremonious dress. And looking at her, she looks like she's like in this perpetual crying, sobbing state on her facial expression now. As you look over and there's Uni and Bella on the ground.
Ideal, what did you do?
I did nothing.
Let's see, what would Nami do? It's just it's not attacking, it's just
You saw
sobbing.
all you heard was it yell. You saw your two companions go down. You've seen it. You have seen it do nothing.
hold action then. If it attacks, shoot it with a crossbow.
Crossbow. Okay.
Or is that what I have? Short bow, crossbow, short bow.
Okay.
I don't know what I have anymore. Short bow. Hit it with short bow if it attacks.
Riley.
Okay, I think I got it. I'm going to whenever roll 20 feels like yes. On Union.
Union,
And
your eyes
then-
pop open as a softly spoken word reaches you. 4 hit points.
And then, if I can, I'll try to move so I can see her.
Okay, like I said, this is a 2-scale battle map, so every square is 5 feet. I guess I'll mark the door for y'all.
Door or window. Is there a window?
There are no windows.
Windows. Weird to actually have a battle map. Okay, in short, I don't think I can actually like move in, so I'll just move against the building and that'll be it.
30 feet.
Oh, diagonals?
Diagonals are a thing.
Then yeah, I'll move there to the door.
Okay, you should be able to move yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. Joseph and Ideal.
Okay, I am gonna be saying, up and down, travel buddy. Healing word to Bella.
Yay.
Bella, your eyes open up. There's the ground right there in your face.
Oh my god, what happened?
Do I recognize what this is?
Roll a religion check.
Okay.
Alright. The best you can grasp from both the overall visage of it and what it has done to your compatriots, you would place it as some type of banshee. A vengeful, mournful female spirit.
Okay.
Spirit being the key word. Definitely
Yeah.
undead.
Yep. I have nothing that actually interacts funnily with undead. Other members do. I will say, we got a banshee, and cast vicious mockery at the banshee.
What do you say to her?
Your mother is very disappointed in your life choices.
Well, wait, it's not living, so.
It fails.
It takes that much psychic damage, and its next attack roll has disadvantage.
Mix it before your next turn.
Yeah. The end of its turn.
Yeah, just. Sobs louder. Joe?
And that's me done.
You
Okay.
glance over your shoulder and you see your compatriots. They're still on the ground, but you can see that they're starting to get up. And you can faintly see the creature from as far as you are.
It's all right. Targeting here, 10-foot radius, shatter.
Ten-foot radius, so you're casting it off to her side, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm hoping to do as much damage to the hut as I do to her.
Well, it's not just her. There's another
Yeah.
very important object in there. Both of which succeed.
Excellent.
So half damage, correct?
I believe that is correct. Half damage, half as much on a success.
Okay.
Non-magical items take damage as well.
The shack itself is wrecked. It comes tumbling down, and she's still standing there, just like, because it falls
Can I
through
react
her.
to that?
That's fine.
No, you can't.
Because
Hmm?
that's
You
why I
say
quickened
5
that.
words.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you quicken
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, so I quickened that. So as like the shack kind of comes like crumbling down around her, or through her technically. And then create bonfire in her square.
Wow, Joe.
Oh my god.
Bring it down and burn it.
And you just hear Nami yelling. Okay, duly noted. Okay, she takes the damage as best you can tell. A shriek fills the air. And now that everyone is, able to actually see her, she will slowly move forward. Clearly her ire on a particular creature, stopping there as she hovers off the ground. And her face begins to contort and twist into a horrifying vision of despair. I need the entirety of the party to make a wisdom saving throw, including mounts.
Mine.
Thank for the warhorse.
I don't know my horse's stats.
Riding horse. It's a flat D20, Bella. First one is mine. Second one is mount.
I could have
Is
sworn
the
I
warhorse
had.
a D20 as well?
You always roll a d20 when making these.
I mean, is it just a flat D20 for the warhorse?
+1 for the warhorse.
I don't know how to do this. God damn it.
You can do it.
Oh wait, there we go. That
That
+1.
poor mule.
Well, not that one. Apparently, I clicked it twice. Ignore the third one. Or take it, whatever you would like. Aw, the little mule.
I'm assuming you didn't walk forward with the mule, right, Riley?
No.
Okay. Duly noted. The the war horse and the riding horse bail.
Warhorse fails. It doesn't do well with screaming, apparently.
Or scary faces.
All right. Let me double check now everyone else's. Joe. You are frightened, sir. Ideal is those your saves right there.
First one is mine. Second is the horse.
Okay, both of you are frightened, so I got to make sure I pull one out for you as well. Sorry. You know what? We'll just copy pasta. Problem solved. Copy pasta. We'll just make this one have a little thingamajig on it. Yeah. But it is also fleeing. Okay, so yeah, so what was Bella? That was the warhorse, right?
Was it?
I got a million rolls here. Nami, what are those last 2 rolls there for?
First one Nami, second one Warhorse, third one missed because I clicked it and it didn't roll right away.
Okay.
But if you want to take that one, you can take that one.
Nope, we're good. It failed. So Joe, Ideal, mounts. Like, wow, all the mounts.
No, I got the 7. The horse got the 12.
All the mounts.
Okay.
I didn't stutter.
Okay.
Are officially frightened. Bella, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna want magic missiles with all my so I'd be 7th level.
All the charges?
All the charges.
Duly noted. Fire
Which I think
away.
is 9 darts.
I believe so.
7th level magic missile.
What?
It's 3 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
It explode.
I think you're good.
It does not explode.
So a flurry of magic comes pouring out from the wand and slams into the creature, who is still shrieking and yelling very loudly.
It attacked us first.
As the building behind it catches fire. Bella, is there anything else you're doing?
Scooting back.
As we hit initiative 0, she disappears. And that is where we fade to black. Your horses, for the record, are still running.
Where's Nigma in all this?
Well, that could have gone worse.
Find out next week.
Eating the body.
Hey,
No,
it's
the
Trot
body's
now.
Yeah.
So, that's where we fade to black. I hope everyone had some fun. Welcome
Yes.
Riley
Yes.
to the field.
I'm starting to regret that name.